turn. That's right there. Okay, I think. Hold on a minute. I gotta get this pry bar without tripping over everything. I can't reach up in there. That's the problem why I couldn't do it the other way. But I can do this way. I'm hoping anyway. And hopefully do it without pinching. There we go. Where are you? Just a hair. Oh, done. There we go. All right. We couldn't have done that going that direction. So, let me go back this way. Put you up here. Otherwise, I'm going to have my back to you. You see the difference in this stuff? Now I still have more of this. It's underground. And I will probably pick that up this spring. I'll put down all new. And the PVC pipe. Okay, I said let me put you over there so my back's not to you. What do I do? Put my back to you. Oh boy. You try to twist the wire so it'll wrap the way that it's used to being. But sometimes it's tough. Believe it or not, I learned how to wrap a rope or an extension cord, but I learned on rope because when I used to work at the stables as a trail guide, we used to use a lot of rope, and you wanted it to kind of be as neat as possible, so when it's laying over the saddle, it's laying over the saddle, and you're not going to get caught in it. Like that, that's a mesh right now. But that's just because it's cold, and it's stiff, and I didn't have it laid out enough to do the way I wanted to. So, hey there, hi bud, hey Tuck. Yeah, I'll tell you what, working at the stables was fun. Yeah. Working with the horses, saddling them up in the morning, getting them ready for the rides. Brushing them down, cleaning their stables, letting them run wild in the corral and things like that. Missy was mine. She was a Palomino. Nice. And she was a good horse. She really was. The only reason why I stayed as long as I did was as much as you like it, you still have to make a living. And I was making a living, but you know, it wasn't good enough, unfortunately. But I wasn't there all the time. I was like Thursday through Monday type of thing. But I never went home. We work on the stables. We work cleaning out the stables. We bring it over to the garden area. With the hay and the good stuff, the potent material, and spread it, and then we go back, get down some fresh. We really didn't have the mats like they have, but we made sure that the owners always wanted to make sure. The owners, it was a husband and wife routine, and they lived there. They had their house upstairs over to the side, so they were right there in the barn. You know, they walk out the back. They walk out the door, and they're walking above the horses, the stables and everything, and then they'd walk down the stairs. But meanwhile, they were right there. And they wanted to make sure that the horses were okay. So hay was whatever you want, use it. So we used to put a lot of hay down on them for them. And they said, put some extra over there, so if they want to lay down, horses do lay down. But, you know, make sure that it's okay. They had a water trough going through because they had a spring running. And it went into a drinking tub at the beginning. And they had two sets, so they had the splitting off. And at the end, they had more. So if the horses are outside, you know, in the, Yeah, I just said it before. If they're out in the backyard playing, they can go up to the opening of the stable doors and get a drink. And if they're on the other side, because you walk right through it, on the other side, you know, once they're saddled, they would be tied up. And they'd have enough tie, you know, to where they can get a drink right below, almost like you see in the westerns. So they always had water. They always had what they needed. The water ran through, so they were able to sip up water through the course of the night. You know, it didn't really gather, but it was always running, so they were always able to get something out of it. But, and then, you know, blankets and stuff, but after the day was gone, out and done, you know, which was about 7 o'clock at night, we again, above everything, there was a bunch of hay up there, and there would be the owner's son, which was a friend of mine, myself, and two other guys, and we would just all sleep up there in the haystacks, you know, and you know, we had blankets if we needed. You know, if we need anything inside, we just walk 20 feet and we're inside the kitchen of the owner's house, which they didn't mind. Used their bathroom, they didn't mind. It was actually an experience. And then I would go out on the rides to make sure nobody abuses the horses. You know, you're not going to start running them and run them hard. You know, that's not going to happen. And then if they wanted to do overnighter, you know, and you know, sleep out by the campfire and you know, cook on the fire, and you know, I would have to go out with them and care for the horses that night. You know, make sure that they're covered, make sure that they're fed, make sure that they're watered, brush them down, you know, you know, and just make sure everything's cool. Give them enough line to lay down if they wanted, enough to move around a little bit, enough to touch one another but not tangle with one another. You know, and it worked out fine. Every now and then I would bring a little, it was a 10, I think it was a 10 transistor radio. It was about the size of a cigar box, and it ran on batteries. And sometimes at night I would bring that because I would listen to it to go to sleep. There was a couple of talk shows I used to listen to, and they liked it, meaning the horses. I don't give a shit about the riders. So, you know how I am with animals. I don't care. Bugs, I don't care. You're not going to kill it on my watch. You're not going to abuse it on my watch. Okay. I need coffee. Hold on a minute. You hear Bud out there? You gonna go back out? Alright. What? What? You can lay in here. Yeah, you can lay over there. Okay, so much for my horse. These. I got the wire. Now I have another wire here that I got to finish running. Now it's all run. It's all done. It's just got to be put up. So I'm not going to do that for a couple of days because I want to make sure that it's going to be okay. Now I can put everything else back over there. So let's go back over there. How much battery life do I have? Yeah, we got a charger over here. I want to get all this back so I can get through here. And then every time I go through, I look at this, I say, I don't have a toolbox on that side. The mirror. I'm losing it, guys. I mean, I've lost most of it, but we're still losing it. I'll put you here. No, I can't put you there. I can't put the charger on you if I put you there. So let's put you over here. Put the charger on you. And now I can plug you in maybe over here. Plug it in. I was in the attic yesterday straightening up there a little bit when I was running the cables out here. And I needed an extra plug. Actually, I needed 2 extra plugs. And you know, I had them, but it wouldn't have been safe, neat, and it would have been kind of like, you know, like just not going to happen. Because the wires would have been hanging, and I didn't want that, especially near a stairway. Wire happens to come down, you know, while you're up or down, boom, you're down. So anyway, I have a 6-bagger, you know, the strips. So let me go out and bring that up there and plug that in. There are plugs, but they're not close enough. So I was able to plug this one in, and that gave me just enough to go where I needed to go. However, the plugs are, it's an older one, so the plugs are this way on the strip. Well, 3 of these plugs that I was removing to put into the strip had the big wall warts on them. And 3 of those filled up the strip because the other 3 I couldn't use because wall warts were in the way. So that's what I was saying when you buy plugs, strips. You want to buy them to go sideways. So today I ordered one of them. I should have ordered 2 for the price, but I ordered 1. It was $10, and it has 8 plugs and 4 or 6 USB chargers. Now it's going in the attic, so I really don't need a USB charger or power, but it's there. But they go this way, so I can plug in side by side and not have a problem. Plus, they're spread about almost an inch apart, so there's plenty of room for a wall wart and not cover the other plug. Okay, did I screw this in at all? I think I did. If I didn't, I don't know what the hell's holding it there. I think I should put a couple of screws in it. For some reason, I think I already did. did if I did. But you gotta go here, because that's where that cross member is. There's one up there too. Yes, let me do that. Let me get the gun. The drill gun. The drill. Actually, for what little use I do use this for, and that, you know what, takes up the same amount of room. I would probably be better taking all that down, taking that bottom and moving it out of the way, moving this thing up against the wall, and then bolting that right to this, and that right to that. And then I can utilize that. You know what I mean, guys? So I thought about that bookcase. Well, what appears to be, at one time, some kind of something. And then down there, and then there's another one over there. Actually, I can use that one out there. And these shelves, I probably won't need them anymore because I can use all that. I think that's the way we're going to go. I don't know if I can get all this down, though, without wrecking everything. Well, I don't care if it's wrecked a little bit, but I don't want to start pulling down cables and wires and all the other kind of crap that may come with it. So if I get that up and over that, we'll start by taking apart what I think I put on first. Sounds like a plan, doesn't it? Let me go get my coffee. I just know it. I know it. I know it, and I know it. This is for one of those big rollers over there. This is actually a fan blade that went on like a squirrel cage type operation. Okay. This is spare reflective tape. I would use it like the rolls I use if I got to do like lettering or something. But I keep the cutoffs because it's, one, it's expensive. Two, you can use it on certain things. For instance, a lot of the pull chains that are around here to turn on a light, because I've added a few of them, I put some of that on the end of the string and sandwich it. This way, if you come in here at night with a flashlight, it reflects right off the top, and you can turn on the light instead of walking around going like this. Okay. Let's see what we got here. That one came right out. What about that one? What's in that? Okay. That helps. Let's hold this on there. I have no idea. Did I go in from this side or did I do it from this side? I have no idea. Oh, it looks like I came in from this side. There we are. Okay, I'm going to put one. Okay, wait a minute. That should be okay. Okay. Now, is that going to be the only one? Probably not. These may have so much paint in them. I might not put it in there. So my oldest son sent me a text last night. Actually, it was this morning. You know, Merry Christmas and all that kind of stuff. Now, he is right here in Connecticut, so it's not like, what the hell is that? He's wanting to push me down. I don't know. Oh, okay. Head just rolled up his head. That was never thrown out. Bingo. Bingo, bango. Still something holding this here. Gotta be that one. There it is. Yeah, I see that one. Okay. Now, why did I put so many here now? I'm wondering. And there's one that looks like it's down there, but I don't know. Did I? Oh, it's there. I'm just not going to get to it. Alright. Guess the old pry bar is going to do it. Over here first, just make sure. Okay. After that, that's fine. That's okay. Put this over here so it doesn't get knocked over by axle again. I don't know what this shelf's going to do. There's a coat hanger. A coat hanger. Van bolts. Okay, put that there. I'm not going to get a big old Betsy hammer, but I'll try it with the little one here first. I'll just use a thin crowbar. Boy. That's awful tight for something that I don't see anything holding. There's a stud here. It goes all the way down. And I don't see, other than just one screw, two screws. I didn't see this one down there. Another one that's full of paint. That's why I didn't see it. Now there is one more up there. No way I'm going to get it out because of the angle of the majangle. And with the angle of the majangle silver paint,